Today we're doing a full face using Tower 28. You guys should know by now how obsessed I am with the Tower 28 concealer, but today is a full face only using Tower 28. Well, primarily only Tower 28 because I don't have all the products. Let's get into it. Since this brand does not have brow products, I already did my brows. They also do not have a primer, so I am going to use their Daily Rescue facial spray in place of a primer. This really has helped with my acne and everything like that. So we're just going to use this. I also have a few products in here I have not tried yet, which this is one of them. It is their Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Tinted Sunscreen. I have the shade 15 Melrose. But since I like the concealer so much, I definitely have high hopes for this. And actually, this color match does not look bad for me, because I did do this online. So, you know how sometimes online foundation and concealer shopping can go? This, I'm not mad about. Now, I typically do use some type of sponge when I apply foundation, tinted moisturizers, anything like that. So we're gonna see how it blends out with a sponge. So far, it's blending out nicely. It doesn't look patchy at all. And the coverage is definitely on the lighter side, but that's okay because we have concealer. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this shade is actually like the perfect match. Of course, next up, we're going in with the concealer. Now, I have used this as foundation in the past, but today we are using the tinted moisturizer just to see how it does. It's very light coverage, I would say, and it's very glowy. Like, I'm definitely going to need to set this. No ands or buts about it. It needs to be set. But before we set the face, I have the Sculptino in the shade Getty. This is a cream contour. This is a little warmer toned, so it's more like a bronzer on me. But either way, I use bronzer and contour kind of as the same thing. I'm not even gonna lie. I like the look of a bronzer moment. And this one is very beautiful and it melts into the skin. Very bronzy and pretty. Now, this brand does not have eyeshadow in their line. It's more of a clean girl kind of a makeup line, which is weird for me to be using because that's really not my vibe. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this bronzer into the crease as well, just to give the eyes a little more definition. And I didn't want to pull in like a whole eyeshadow palette and all that. I really want to try to only use Tower 28 products, but they only have so much in the line, so we're just going to do this. Now, this is a beloved product. I have used it for quite a while now. This one is brand new. Like this and this lip liner all just came in today, and the lip gloss I'm going to be using, but I have used that formula in the past. This is the Get Set Translucent Press Powder. So we're going to try this out. I am a little nervous because I don't typically use white setting powders, but not only just that, I prefer a loose powder over a press powder. That is just a personal preference of mine. I think it does a lot better for my oily skin because you got to think about all of the binders they put in to a press powder. That doesn't always agree with oily skin. So a loose powder just seems to do the best for me. And I'm just gonna hope I don't look like a ghost by the end of this because I only have the cream bronzer. I don't have a powder bronzer to go back in over it. So far, it looks super, super smooth underneath my eyes. I kind of like it. I will say there is like a slight white cast with this, but nothing I can't work around. Now, the true test is seeing how it holds up against my oily skin. This is a newer found love from the brand, but it is their Get Set blush in the shade Culver Crush. This color, yes. This just speaks to me on a different level. This color, I love how blurring it is. It is supposed to be the same formula as their pressed powder from what I read when they first launched these. And after trying the pressed powder, I would have to agree. It's got that same kind of blurring effect to the skin, and the blush stays really well on my cheeks. So I'm hoping that the powder stays really well on my face as well. It might not. Again, since it is pressed, it might not be the best for my skin type, but I am really, really hoping that it works out for me because I do love so many products from the brand. I just need to add more to my arsenal when it comes to Tower 28. I'm not even gonna lie, I am obsessed. And I eventually want to get all these blushes and all their cream ones. I should have went in with this earlier, but I just now thought about it. This is their Lip Softy, and this is the clear one, and it just smells like vanilla. I am just gonna use this to prep the lips because my lips are kind of dry right now. Now, for highlighter, they do have this highlighter balm, but that is not for my skin type. I already know it's not. So I'm just going to go in with a random powder highlight that I have laying around because, again, I already know that is not for my skin type. So I'm not going to try to make it work for my skin type. I just can't do a full face of makeup without using highlighter. It feels wrong, so I had to throw on a little something. Now, for mascara, they do have this one. I have used it in the past, but I don't have it today because I actually used it up because I did enjoy it. So again, I'm just going in with something that I already own. I thought the last full face was natural. This is going to be even more natural than that. If you have not seen the full face of Milk Makeup yet, I definitely recommend watching. Now, for the lips, this is a new product, like I said. It is their one liner, and it's the shade Work of Art, which has been very popular. Okay, that is so creamy. It just glides on. That is a gorgeous color, and I can tell you right now, I'm going to be using this a lot. Let's move into lip gloss. I have used this formula before. I have the shade Magic already in my collection. This one is Pistachio. So we're going to see how this looks. Why is it called Pistachio and it's like a light neutral pink? I don't know. That just works with this lip liner. Oh, that is pretty. And there you have it, a full face of Tower 28. Well, mostly Tower 28. Because they don't have all the products in their line that I need for a full face, because I definitely can't do my makeup without doing my brows. That's a non-negotiable for me. I have to have my brows on. I knew this was going to be a lighter, more natural look because that's kind of what their whole line is lighter, more natural looking makeup. But honestly, it is so pretty and everything just works so well together. And this lip combo, I can tell you right now, is going to be in heavy rotation because, are you joking? This, I am obsessed with. Now, we will have to see about the tinted sunscreen and the pressed powder. Just because I do have super oily skin right now, I definitely feel very set, very matte, and locked in, but not super dried out either. I like it. I like it a lot. I have plenty of these videos, so definitely check the playlist down below. Leave me comments on which brands you want to see me do next. And if you want me to redo any of the old brands, because there is some that is probably 3-4 years old that I did forever ago. If you would like to see me redo those brands, leave it in the comments. And please like and subscribe if you like these kind of videos, if you like makeup content. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.